ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I would like to invite you to fine dining with Thomas. And I'll be accompanied by nothing more and nothing less than the pleasurable pair of Sir Douglas II.
Oh, well,
Good evening, young
absolutely
sire.
charmed to be with you this evening.
Would you care for a drink?
Oh, give us a splash.
And Sir Zachary Dupre. Hello, young squire.
Top of the evening to you both, gentlemen.
Zachary, you good shot.
Ah, this was fast.
Oh, red vino. Oh. Charmed, gentlemen. Cheers.
And tonight, we'll be indulging in some chocolate fudge brownies. Well, gentlemen, should we proceed with this evening delight?
Absolutely, Thomas.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
I must say, I am in quite a similar bird to you, Thomas. I believe this comes from the fine foothills of Spain.
It's called the El Toro, which is actually Spanish for bull, believe it or not. But I think it's time we got onto the chocolate fudge brownies we were talking about. Would you be able to arrange those ingredients immediately?
Of course. Let me get my cellular device. Hello, yes, Bellamy.
Fine.
Yes, it is I, your master. Please bring those ingredients immediately.
Yes.
Okay, see you very soon.
So they're
He's
on the
a
way.
piece of work, that boy. Yes, they
I
are.
think it's time to get these naughty nibblies on the way. What we'll be needing is 2 cups of plain flour, a cup of caster sugar, around 3/4 of your finest cacao powder, I'd like a cup of plant-based milk, a splash of salt, and a little drizzle of baking powder. 1 cup of melted chocolate. Ooh, smell that. A handful of chalky chips, and nothing more than the sweetest vanilla extract you can find.
Okay, chaps, now we're getting onto our powdered ingredients. So, starting with the sweetest of all, the sugar, sliding that in there beautifully. Next in, the flour, okay, straight over the top, drizzled with love and care. Next one in is our favorite, the cacao powder. Oh, giving that chocolatey birth in the finished product. Flour, salt in right over the top, lightly sprinkled, and just a touch of baking soda as well. Okay, throwing in. Now, what we're going to do here next is the treat. We're going to grab our fork and just fold that through nicely. Let's let the ingredients become harmonious with each other, and you can really tell the difference within the finished product at the end. It will come out fantastic. Alright, chaps, moving on to our second bowl of ingredients here. We have our milk, pouring that in nicely. And next our coconut oil, okay, also drizzling that through the milk too. Beautiful textures forming in there. Next our vanilla extract, now just a teaspoon, okay, it's strong to taste. Just drop that 1 teaspoon in. Now my favorite, the dark chocolate melted. We're gonna pour that in, oh, just fantastic as it drizzles in. Gives it that extra we never said rich taste in my family, we said it gives it that lovely affluent taste. And then guys, just to finish off, laughter of choc chips thrown in over the top as well for that extra chocolatey bite that we all love. Alright, now young sport, we want to set our electrified cooking implement to approximately 180 degrees Celsius on a fan forced setting. Next up, we want to get our very generic baking tray. We want to line it with some baking paper. We want to get our lovely brownie mix here, and we want to pour that in nice and even.
Fire!
It seems that you've burnt the baking paper.
And finally, before we slip it into our oven, we want to just maybe get a little adventurous and spread some extra chalky chips on top here. Don't tell Grandma. Now we want to insert our brownie mix into our cooking device. Placed in there gently.
So tell me, Zachary, how has Mortimer been?
Mortimer, yes, that sporting young lad. I was speaking to him last week, actually. He's quite concerned about the return on his quarterly pass-bys in the last sector.
You don't say. Well, how does anybody get ahead with these infiltration rates in this current society?
I saw these cheaper peasants the other day trying their hand at this activity, surfing. Surfboarding. I believe I called it. They were sliding around, whoop-de-wooing. You won't find me out there. You can see me riding my stallion through the foothills.
Oh, Sir Douglas, tell me, how's your slave been treating you?
Oh, Thomas, no, Richardson has been the worst. He is just one thing after another with him I cannot even bear. I mean, it's called slavery, not wagery, my good sir.
Pathetic.
Quit your whining so that I can start my dining. Well, you see, Douglas, that's the difference between slaves and servants. Paying a slave is only optional. Zachary, all day in you!
Smell that? I know I do. I think it's time to check these chalky fudge brownies. Gentlemen, the brownies are ready now.
Spectacular, Thomas! I'm quite peckish. I've worked up quite an appetite this evening.
Now, gentlemen, make sure to grab a teaspoon. Quite disgusting eating one without one just now.
Oh boy! Do I look like a savage to you, Thomas? Oh, well, I must say, that is quite delectable.
We can't forget. It's
always fine dining with Thomas. Did you hear about Penelope's new cat?